So do you guys bring your cosplay over to the quote unquote real world, like on a professional level? If you guys have a job or at school, some of you that go to school, and how does that affect your private life?
I mean, I've done a costume contest at school as Mario, and I destroyed everyone else. Like, they were just like, oh man, this guy has sound effects and everything.
Show us some sound effects. Do you have some?
Okie dokie.
Oh, no.
Oh my
God.
Oh, what are we doing?
I'm not.
Should I not have asked that?
He likes to be carried away.
Oh man.
I'm just doing the sound. I'm just doing the sound effects, not the broken Waluigi. Tell well.
Let's see. Here, let me come over. We can actually.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Woohoo! Let's see.
I see a star there, dude.
No.
Don't take the star away from us. You have to do the star at some point. Oh yes!
Woohoo!
What else do you have?
Let's see.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's pause and let me look for stuff. So that you touch on a really good basis. You have props. A lot of you actually have props.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys? The box itself, though, like you have POW, you have a musical note, you have the block, and then you have the question mark.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. How long did it take you to actually build? Did you build it yourself?
So this has been in the works for a long time, and it took a long time to actually design this, and I got my buddy to help me out here to help get the soft foam to be exactly like this.
Okay.
Yeah, this is This is actually the box of props 3.0.
Okay. So you had a different one before.
I've had 2 other boxes, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yes. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm just summing up engineer.
Yes.
No, you're not just kidding if you recognize that.
So, Stormtrooper, you have a mask and you have a gun. Did you actually build those yourself?
These are bot props that I added the rustic paint job to.
Okay. How much time did you actually spend on that? I mean, you had to add the paint to the entire thing, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take it to actually?
Not very long, maybe a couple hours. I mean, you apply a coat of paint, and then you add something to mask it out, and add another coat of paint, and you get this cool weathered movie prop effect.
Cool. What about this sword right here?
This is also 3.0.
3.0.
Many frustrations and trials, tears, blood, all of it.
Shocking.
And blood. Lots of blood in the game. Yes, I've slain so many fiends for this. And you saved me seriously.
Shut up. I think my favorite was my first. My first was Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew.
Okay.
And the reason being was because that was that was also one of my first animes, other than Sailor Moon, which is also another one of my favorite. What's it called? Cosplays. But my favorite one was Tokyo Mew Mew's Ichigo, because again, that was my first convention. That was my first everything. It was a store-bought. Excuse me.
It's okay.
It was a store-bought entire cosplay, which was like around what, $200 or so.
Okay.
Sorry. And since it was my first, I was expecting everybody to be like, "Oh my God, look at her! You can tell that she's a newbie at this." Ugh. And then actually at the convention, they were really welcoming. They were really nice, and that's what made me want to go even further into the cosplay world. And
I also had one.
Yeah.
I do Princess Ariel, and the response that I get to Princess Ariel is amazing. Like, small children believe that I'm her, and there's just no feeling like that when you talk to a little kid, and they really believe that you're the real thing, and you do the character. And I'll even practice the character at home, like picking up things like a beautiful princess would, kind of like folding my hands. So now I go out, and now I'm like folding my hands very nicely, and like holding I have better posture now because I dress up as Ariel because I had to.
It's so during the conversation that we were having about your favorite cosplay, Pitch mentioned something that I found was interesting, and I'm gonna touch base on this, even though I know it's a bit of a controversy sometimes for some. Is there such a thing as maybe not necessarily appreciating? I want to say it's the correct term that I want to use. A store-bought costume versus the built one. Do you guys have any opinions on that?
I probably have a.
Because I mean, the reason why is Pitch said, "I'm sorry, like it cost me this much. I'm sorry," and I'm just wondering if there is such a thing as, yes. go ahead.
It really just depends on who you are and how much pride you really take into cosplaying. Like, I can't really give you like a yes or no answer because, you know, with so many different cosplayers out there, answers can vary drastically. Like, you know, with me, as much as I would love to make this whole thing myself, which obviously I didn't. Now, I assembled it though, but I didn't really make any of it, although I've added to it. It really just depends.
Okay. Does anybody else want to have an? Yeah.
See, I have a controversial opinion about that, and that is you are trying to sell the character. No matter what method you take to get there, if you can pull it off to the best of your ability, I don't give a beep about it. You pull off that character, that's what matters. You want to immerse people. You want them to feel like, I'm this character. That's why I try not to break the voice as much as I can, because I want people to believe, hey, it's me, Mario, woohoo!
Okay. Yes, Jeremy.
Yeah, kind of similar to Ross's opinion. I mean, obviously, all this is actually, I mean, very few things of this are actually handmade, but I kind of agree. I mean, if you can really sell the character, what does it matter if you bought it, if you made it? I mean, it's all about having fun, and like, there's a lot of elitists out there that, you know, say otherwise, but really, what does it matter at the end of the day if you're having fun?
Okay, that's cool. All right, so we're coming to an end. But I actually want to give an opportunity to you guys, and I do this with the interviews that I do with, you know, some of the celebrities that have been on the podcast. But I feel like we should all have the opportunity to, you know, have our voices be heard. So if you could tell someone out there, based on your experiences as cosplay, that wants to cosplay, or that, you know, maybe they're feeling down, or maybe they're feeling super happy and excited that they want to cosplay, but they don't really know. They don't know how they feel about their own costume. Like, what are some of that advice that you would give other people out there that want to do it but are not necessarily wanting to do it, and they're like right there at that, you know, awkward line of maybe doing it but maybe not?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Do
Do it.
I mean,
It's just
look
about-
at my outfit right now. This is something I threw on a couple of days before that I was planning out in my head. This is something that not a lot of people will be like, oh, she's not doing like a professional thing. Oh, she doesn't have the cloven hooves or anything like that. But I'm genuinely having fun. I love being in character. I love posing for pictures. I love doing everything. And it's a load of fun. And it's something that everybody needs to try. Not just for Halloween, but be more out there.
You can have more friends, you know, like you can make more friends, relate to more people, like my friend here and Chris. I mean, if like before I was really lonely, and so it's nice to know that there's people out there that have the same interests as you, and you can relate to them. You can talk about whatever, you know, just
The cosplay feels.
and just fangirl or fanboy.
Whichever your preference.
I know something about this. People are always coming to me. They're always like, I don't know what to do. This is my dream to be this certain character, but I'm not the right height. I'm not the right age. I'm not the right race. I'm not the right, et cetera, et cetera. I just think that's ridiculous. You know, cosplay is about being whatever you want. Stormtroopers are not female, you know, but I didn't let that stop me from being what I wanted to be. And I think whatever you want to be that. Just, it's your having fun and stepping outside of yourself, and you should be whoever you want to be.
Cool. So we're gonna have Jeremy speak, and Predator, you haven't spoken the entire time. I want to give you the last word. Okay? Cool. So Jeremy.
Honestly, don't, just pretty much literally just do it. But don't be afraid of what people are gonna say. I've had people hate on me just because I'm wearing spandex. I'm not exactly in shape. But to quote Tommy, with a great power, all things are possible.
Okay. Predator.
If you've ever just wanted to feel like a celebrity for a day and have people stop you and take pictures when you're really not doing anything special, you're just dressed up like a movie character, go for it. It's fun.
Cool. Words of love and advice from Predator himself. Cool. All right, so guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the fact that you guys took the time to be on the podcast. And please keep on rocking. You guys are awesome. And we'll see you guys throughout the rest of the convention, all right?
Really feeling this morning time.
Do it!
Let your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
on this path.